welcome back to my channel. Today I have to be filming on my phone because I currently don't have a laptop to edit from my camera. So we're just going to be doing it on my phone. But today I'm going to be doing the sad story about Harley Dilly and the reasons why I think that his parents should be investigated. And this is all just my personal opinion. I do have facts to back up everything that I'm saying on why I think that way. Obviously everyone's entitled to their own opinion. And I'm left around of what happened to Harley Dilly. He was a 14-year-old boy that lived in Port Clinton, Ohio. He went missing on December 20th, and his mom did not report him missing for 2 days. And then, so she reported him missing, and they did searches and looked everywhere, couldn't find him Okay, so we are just going to start by giving you the full story on what happened to him, and then I'm going to go back with the facts on why I think the parents should be investigated and why I don't think it was an accident at all what happened to him. So he went missing on December 20th, and on his way to school, he was leaving for school, and he never showed up. The school tried to call his mom, and her voicemail box was full, so I guess they couldn't leave her a voicemail, but his mom obviously could have seen that the school called her and called him back, but she didn't. And he never came home from school because he never showed up to school. So he must have went missing, like, obviously, right when he was leaving for school. And his mom did not report him missing for 2+ days. So, during those 2 days, she decided that she was going to go out and drink the night her son went missing. So she's sitting at home, her son doesn't come home from school, and she decides to go out to Texas Roadhouse and have herself a drink. Because I think I would be an actual wreck if my kid didn't show up home from school and I saw that I had a missed call from the school. I definitely wouldn't be going out and having a drink. But anyways, so after the 2 days, she reports her son missing, and they start investigating, looking at all the abandoned houses, looking everywhere, talking to people, whatever they gotta do. So fast forward, well, actually, let's talk about everything that's happening in this time while they're looking for this boy. Things start coming up about his YouTube channel. He has a YouTube channel, and there's videos on there of his dad screaming his head off at a little boy. I'm guessing he was like probably 4, calling him a piece of crap, and that because he spilled his drink and all this other stuff. And then there's other videos of Harley sitting on a swing that his mom or somebody deleted, which is kind of funny, but not really. And but other people saved it, so you can still find it, and thank God it's never going to be deleted by her. So he's outside sitting on a swing saying that he just got home from school and he's scared of his mom, and he's locked out of the house at 14 years old, locked out of the house. Hungry. He said he was hungry. He hasn't eaten anything yet. And he was locked out of the house. So clearly his home life was unfortunately not the best. He was not treated very well by his mom at all, from his own words. Like, I'm not just making that up. It's from his own YouTube videos of him saying that. What? You want to say hello? Hello, naked baby. Hello. Hello. Hi. Some screenshots and stuff, and you can just look up Harley Dilly on YouTube. I'll leave the links down below the video that someone else did. Someone else saved of him saying that he's locked out of the house and all this other stuff, and he even says in the video, my mom went crazy and she lost it and blah blah blah. So clearly his mom, has issues, big issues. Especially, the biggest thing for me is that she did not report her son missing for those few days, and she went out to drink the day he went missing. Like, if I was sitting at home waiting for my son to come home from school and he didn't show up, I would be freaking out. I'd be calling the police, I'd be calling the school, I'd be calling people he knew, I'd be asking the neighbors to see their security footage to see what happened to him. I would literally be going crazy, not reporting him missing for 2 days and then going out to have a drink. So that's a big problem there for me. So there was that. People started saying, you know, why are you going out to drink and your son's missing? Oh, here's another thing. She donated all his clothes when he was still missing. She didn't know where he was. Sorry, I keep touching my hair. She had no idea where he was still missing, and she donated all his clothes. And she even made a post about how she donated all his clothes which I don't think I saved, but you can still look it up, I'm sure. So there was another thing that people were saying, why would you donate his clothes when your son's missing? Fast forward a few weeks, they get some kind of tip to search this abandoned, or not abandoned, it's a summer home for these people that haven't been there in a long time, and they get this tip to search it, and nobody knows why. Nobody said why they decided to search it again, because they deemed or ruled it out as nothing because there was like a lockbox on it, and it was, or something like that. It was locked from the outside. So they were thinking, so something they had to go back and check. I'm not sure why, I don't know. And they say, this is where the story gets very interesting. They say that they go into the house and they have to get permission from the actual owners. And they go into the house, they walk up to the second story, and they see his coat and his glasses on the second floor. A puffer coat. You guys know what puffer coat is. A big, huge, puffy coats. Okay? It's sitting on the second story, so upstairs. Okay. It's sitting upstairs. Anyway, so there's no sight of him yet. He's sitting upstairs. And then there's like, I'll post a picture here real quick. And then, so as you guys saw that picture, there's like a chimney right there. So they decided to check in the chimney. And unfortunately, that's where they found Harley Dilly passed away inside of the chimney. Harley Dilly passed away inside of the chimney. So that's very, very sad, very unfortunate for the boy, and everybody was going crazy about it, and everybody was pretty much investigating it on their own because the police tried to rule it out as an accident, which I think is such bull crap. It makes me so mad because they didn't look into it more, or maybe they are now and just haven't said anything to anybody yet. Everybody just started going absolutely crazy about this case and looking more into it. I would say like 90% of the people think that parents should be investigated, and then there's some of the people that are like, just leave her alone, which I don't think she should be left alone. Regardless if she did something to him or not, she still didn't treat him right, and he still tried to get away from her for a certain reason. And anyways, so I'm going to post this picture again, but pay attention to the hole on the side of the chimney, okay? So now that you guys have seen that, the hole on the side of the chimney is where she said, the mom said, or whoever said, that he went on the roof, he climbed this pole that was next to the house apparently, and threw his coat and his glasses down the chimney, and said that his coat, his puffer coat, and his glasses went straight down the chimney and decided to go whoop like this out the hole. Bullshit. Crap. Sorry. Bull crap. That's not true. There's no possible way that giant coat could have fit through that tiny hole unless someone pulled it out or something happened. Whoever did something to him left it there on accident and tried to come up with a story. Because, now, before anyone wants to try to say something, the owners of the house were interviewed, okay? The owners of the house were interviewed, and they said there's no way a coat would fit through that hole. There's no way, because of flu or whatever. There's no way it would have went just straight down and landed at where the chimney was cut off from on the second floor to the first floor. It was cut off. She said it would have just landed there. There's no possible way that a coat would have went out that hole. There's no way. There's no wind doing it. There's no nothing. It's impossible. So there's another thing. Like, they just let oop, nothing. Okay. So, moving on from that, a little while later, people were investigating on their own, and there is a basement window broken. Okay. Poor Harley was found in the chimney, and they said he climbed a pole, jumped through the chimney, like I said, threw his coat or whatever down the chimney, but there was a basement window broken. So there was a basement window broken, and he wanted to get in there, get away from his abusive home life. He would have just crawled through the window and just stayed there. And anyways, mind you, this house this summer house is like across the street. Like her Harley's house was like here. There was a road and the house was here. So it was like across the street and down a few houses. So that's how close the house was. And the basement window was broken. So in my opinion, I believe something did happen to Harley. I don't believe that he did this to himself. I'm not too sure exactly what would have happened, but I do have a lot more information and a lot more screenshots to post as well. But I believe that someone went into the house. They might have left his stuff there on accident or something. And the reason why the house was locked from the inside is because someone did something to Harley, went inside through that basement window, locked the door from the inside, and then left out the window. So no one would have thought that he was in there because it was locked from the inside. That's why I believe, and it was locked with a lockbox. That's why they believe that. No, like a lockbox, you need like a combination to open it and then get a key. That's why no one believed. The police didn't believe it needed to investigate at first. I'm not too sure. Like I said, I'm not too sure why they went back and now they do something to him. And then they left through the basement window, and that's why the lockbox wasn't touched. Honestly, that's my opinion. They really thought it out good. They really did. But anyways, so 2 days after Harley Dilly's was notified that his body was found. And again, like she posted this post I'm about to show you guys a few days after she would have found out that her son's body was found in the chimney. This is a whole ass. She posted a big Facebook thing. I'm sure she deleted it by now, but everybody already saved it, so it doesn't really matter. That, not like, oh, I'm so sorry this happened to him, I feel so bad that he wanted to get away from me, I should have never locked him out of the house, etc., etc. I should have called the school back when I saw I had a missed call from the school. I should have called the school when he didn't show up after school when he was supposed to. That's his fault. He decided to go inside the chimney. He decided to leave. He decided to jump in there. He decided to not go to school. He decided blah, 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 him. It's all his fault. I'm going to blame my kid. I'm not going to say it was my fault. I'm not going to say that I shouldn't have locked him out of the house. Nothing. It's his fault. Him. Not, she didn't act like she might be sad. I'm sure she is. But like, yet again, she is, I believe, one of the main reasons why this something did happen to him. And then she just topped it off with making a post on how it was his fault, and I'll post that right now. So, now that you guys seen that post, that was another big thing. Everybody was like, are you actually kidding me? Like, what is wrong with you? And then I'm going to post some more screenshots as well. There's a few that Harley Dilly's sister posted, was like, the truth is gonna come out. You're an abusive mom. This was 2 years ago too, so it was 2 years ago, like I said. So it wasn't like her trying to make up a story or anything like that, because like I said, it was 2 years ago. And she said, the truth is gonna come out about you. You're an abusive mom. Harley, talking about Harley, is gonna say something about you or something like that, around like that, but I'll post that right now. And then there was a few more screenshots I had. She also posted something like, what you do for your husband when you love him is hide a body, help him hide the body. She posted that as well. That could just be something funny, like she was doing, I don't know, but again, some people thought that was not right that she did that. I'm gonna post all my screenshots now, and you guys can pause and read them, and then make up your own scenario what you think happened. So anyways, fast forward, the report came back of what happened to him, and he died of asphyxiation or something like that. I'll post it up here. I'll post his coroner's report up here too, so you guys can read that as well. And it says that it was ruled out an accident, but listen to this. So he had dirt. It says it right in the report. He had dirt on his arms, his stomach, like from, I'm guessing, his shirt lifting up or something. He had dirt on him. Now, if you were to fall inside the chimney, you're not going to die right away. You're going to, like, if you die from asphyxiation, you're gonna be breathing and then slowly stop breathing. So if you're in the chimney doing that, you're gonna get dirt in your lungs, but he had no dirt in his lungs. So he was dead before he went in the chimney. He had no dirt in his lungs, just on the outside of his body. So something happened to him, and I'm gonna post another thing. Somebody put about like something about a garbage truck or something like that. I'm not too sure about that. And a sledgehammer. Those parts I'm actually not too sure about. I couldn't find any more information than these screenshots, but I will post so you guys can investigate and let me know in the comments if you want to. So that happened, and in my opinion, he was dead before he went in there, because if he wasn't, then he would have dirt in his lungs. So, in my opinion, somebody did something to this poor boy. If you don't think that, then that's fine, but he also obviously wasn't treated right, because he got locked out of the house as a child. Anything could have happened to him. Like, she locked him out of the house and then left. So she didn't give two shits about what happened to that kid, because she locked him out of the house and then left the house. So anything could have happened to him. Someone could have kidnapped him. A stranger could have got him and killed him. He could have, like, nothing. She didn't care. She didn't. If she cared, she wouldn't have left and whatever. So, either way, what you guys want to think, he wasn't treated right, unfortunately. I do think justice does need to come about for him. Unfortunately, he did pass away in a horrible way, either way, and it's terrible and it's sad, and it's just horrible. He's not in pain anymore, though, you know, is what people say. He's not being abused anymore, mistreated anymore, so that's good. So he's not being abused or mistreated anymore, but justice does need to come out for him, because it wasn't an accident. The stuff that happened to him wasn't an accident. His parents are not good to him. It's horrible. And then the other thing she posted was like, she put in one of those screenshots I already posted, she put, people were mad that I didn't report him missing for 2 days, but what does it matter, because he would have already been dead. What does it matter? What does it matter? Your kid's missing. That's what matters. Your kid didn't show up home from school. That's what matters. Your kid was so miserable and mistreated that he wanted to get away from you so bad. That's what matters. What do you mean, what does it matter? He was already dead? How do you know that? He was missing for weeks. How do you know he was already dead? And that's why you didn't post? That's why you didn't report him missing, because he was already dead? Like, how'd you know that? Like, that's another thing. She literally said, like, he was already dead before the 2 days, so what does it matter? So how'd you know that? Like, before you reported him missing, how did you know that? Because I would have reported him an hour after he should have been home from school. Again, that's just my opinion, and I really hope that something does come up about this and someone's charged for child neglect or mistreating him, something, and they get the other poor baby out of that house and they get what they deserve, honestly. And now Harley can rest in peace, and that's it. So if you guys have any other tips, information, or anything like that, leave them down in the comments below. I'm sure I missed stuff that I already know that I just forgot to say. Like, if he was climbing a pole next to the house and climbing to a chimney, how come nobody saw him in broad daylight? That's another thing. There's just lots of parts to this story, and yeah. So like I said, leave down below what you guys think, your opinions, and go ahead and check out his YouTube videos first and let me know. Look at all the screenshots and let me know what you guys think. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.